What's good, gentlemen? Hope you're good. I want to talk about polarity, like in like magnetism, attracting what you want, kind of thing. Specifically, that men are like electromagnets. Now, the thing about electromagnets is that they have a polarity that is rather they have an attractive force that is not permanent. It only activates when an electric current is present, right? Versus a permanent magnet where you are always on and you're always attracting and you always have the polarity, that sort of thing. So men are like electromagnets because they can switch on or switch off their behavior and their beliefs that either attract the women they would like to have in their lives or keep in their lives, the opportunities they would like to have or keep in their lives, the state of presence or the current state they would like to have in their lives or to keep. So, for instance, if you're with a woman and she loses attraction because you're behaving in a manner that has changed your polarity, has switched off your electromagnetic attraction or magnetic force that she was attracted to. She's like the iron filings being attracted to you. If the polarity has been switched off, I think Jay-Z spoke about this very well in one of his raps where he was talking Marcy to Hollywood, where he was talking about how the girl, he would be all up in the girls and he'd be like, man, he'd be getting all mushy and be telling them, damn girl, you can have all my cash. Because, the girl was hot. She was beautiful, man. She was perfect in every way. And he was getting all mushy and saying, take it all, take it all. This is just so good. And the girls would get turned off the minute he got soft. They would get turned off and not want to be around him or be in his space because he wasn't what they had been attracted to. They had been attracted to the thug in Jay-Z, the hustler in Jay-Z. And suddenly when they're with him, oh no, Jay-Z has turned off the polarity because he's getting different. He's changing his behavior. He's getting mushy. He's getting all comfy with the girl. And it happens. Sometimes you get a girl that you never thought you would get, or you've been wanting but you haven't been successful with, and you get her, and you're like, damn, I got her, man. Damn, I'm really the one. I'm really the one smashing this every night. I'm really the one she's getting on her knees for, right? She's really calling me up. She's really chasing to be with me, and you get all mushy and change your polarity. And then she loses interest, loses attraction to you, and then she runs off with another guy whose magnetic appeal is stronger than yours. That's what happens. That's also part of that hypergamy thing. Hypergamy is not just about in terms of money or greater resources. It's also about feelings and energy. If you make her feel the right way, if you induce the right field in that iron filing, it becomes attracted to you. If you don't induce the correct field in that iron filing, it doesn't come to you. It doesn't get drawn to you. And that's what you got to understand as a man, that when you're behaving with masculinity, with confidence and abundance and on your purpose, you are on a polarity, or you are in a field of polarity that you're inducing that attracts those iron filings. So when the woman is in your life, you shouldn't change your behavior. You shouldn't become different from what she was attracted to when she first got with you. In fact, you've got to continue doing more of the same thing. So if you were working out, continue working out. If you were very confident and cocky, continue being confident and cocky, regardless of how you feel about her. You could be so in love with her that you know that this is the one, but you've got to continue behaving with masculinity, confidence, in a state of abundance and on your purpose. So you got to keep acting like if she left, it wouldn't matter. If she leaves, that's fine. Let her go. You will find another one. Because that should be true, definitely. That you can find another one. If you can attract this one, you can definitely attract another one, because the polarity that you have can pull not just her, but other iron filings of the same quality. That's what your magnetic power can do, or even of a higher quality. So in that case, when you're in a situation like that, all you do is switch your polarity back on to attract her. If it's too late and she's already left you for another guy, or she's already broken up with you, once again, switch on that polarity But be aware of the polarity that you're on. Be aware when you're being masculine. Be aware when you're confident. Be aware when you're in a state of abundance. Be aware when you're on your purpose. By being aware that you are on your purpose, that you're in abundance and you're positive and you're confident and acting cocky and sexy and without concern, as if my life is wonderful and amazing, and if you're part of it, great. If you're not, my life is still amazing, right? It's still working out for me. If you act like that, and if you're in that energy state, chances are she will stay. Or if whoever leaves, another woman will be attracted to you, because that's the kind of positive masculinity and energy that women are interested in. A man that is on his purpose, is on the way to a goal, some achievement. He's working on something and he's working on it actively. He doesn't talk about it, he's about it in everyday habits, in everyday actions. He's about making that dream come true, that goal become a reality. He's about working on his body, making sure that he looks good, he dresses well, is confident in his ability to handle both the known and unknown, the certain and uncertain. He's exciting. He has no fear because he lives in abundance. He has no fear that she can leave him. Not because he doesn't care, but because he knows that if she leaves while I'm in my best, then she's not for me. And that means somebody else is. And because I am in my best, I am confident, I am masculine, I am on my purpose, and I'm in abundance, I would definitely attract somebody equally good or even better, that is more suitable to my field of attraction. Because you know that there are metals, they can be iron filings or metal shavings that have less iron in them than others. The ones of the more iron will be more attracted to the magnet. So if you are looking at it that way, that look, maybe some girl is just not the right characteristics in her to be attracted to you. She doesn't like guys that are short, guys that are tall, guys that are fat, guys that are thin, guys that are muscles, guys that are black, yellow, whatever. You know what I mean? So you've got to be aware of that. And if a woman leaves, you got to understand that's because your polarity is not as strong as it should be, and you should work on improving your polarity. Don't chase after her. That does not change your polarity. That does not switch your magnet back on. What switches your magnet back on is you switching on your confidence, your masculinity, your abundance mindset, and getting back on your purpose and being happy and joyful, regardless of whether she's there or not, because your happiness never comes from a woman and was never derived from a woman. You are happy as you are. As she found you, you were happy single, and you were happy whether she was there, and you are happy whether she is not. You're complete in yourself, on your purpose, on your mission, joyfully every single day, and you will not fall apart because she has left. You will simply continue getting better and working on yourself and regain your polarity even stronger than before to attract even better than you had before. So you look at it that way. This electromagnetic way of looking at things is really just a system for you to use in understanding how your masculinity and your attraction works. You can switch it off by behaving a certain way, and you can switch it on by behaving another. I mean, a basal version of that, for instance, testosterone in your system is stimulated by excess physical exertion and exercise, right? So the more you exercise, you jog, you lift weights, the more testosterone is in your system, the more manly you are. The more you have abundance, the more likely you're not to take nonsense from her. If she misbehaves, you're going to tell her, I don't like the way you're behaving, and I'm not happy about this and that and that. And if she doesn't change her behavior, you know that you are more than attractive enough to get somebody with the same level as her or even better. So you are more than willing to walk away from her. Letting her know that kindly, nicely, respectfully is being in the right polarity. You are projecting the correct magnetic field to the iron filings. And that's something you should think about all the time. Am I being attractive? Am I attracting to me the women I want, the opportunities I want? Because it's the same thing with opportunities, guys. If you want to be part of big deals, you got to think big deals. You got to pitch big deals. You got to study big deals. You got to be around people who do big deals so that you have the polarity of a deal maker. Same thing if you would, apart from the big deals, for instance, if you would like to look at ideas, they come to the person who has created a field that is conducive to the reception of ideas. And once you are aware of these things, always make sure your polarity is in the correct state. Vet it. Take time out once every 3 months and think about, am I being masculine? Am I being positive? Am I being abundant in my thinking and my actions? Am I being on my purpose and on my mission? Especially when you're in a situation when you've got a girlfriend, you've got a fiance, you've got a wife, because they are very sensitive to that field and will start behaving a certain way when that field is not present or they feel it's weaker. So when she starts shit testing you, or the opportunities start taking forms that are a bit more different from what you're used to, it could be because you are not in your best. You're not making the plays you're supposed to play. You're on the court and you're not being Jordan. You're not being Iverson. You're not being Kobe. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not LeBron Jamesing right now. That's why these things are happening. That's why there's a challenge to you. You got to demonstrate that you are who you said you are and who you've always been at your best by keeping that polarity strong and active and doing things that encourage it and never behaving in a manner that degrades it or destroys that field. So you shouldn't simp. You shouldn't be acting like she's the only woman in the world or that's the only opportunity you'll ever have, because it's not true. There's always another deal. There's always going to be another woman. And if you are aware of that, you will do your best now, but you will not destroy your own field or degrade yourself for the sake of one deal or for the sake of one woman. Until next time, I hope that is helpful to you in some way or the other. And until then, y'all got to do more, be more, and become more on your purpose.